y'all gonna tell me when the anthem up. I can't hear that shit. Matter of fact, it's y'all show, man. I'm sitting back.
What time is it? Game time.
And welcome to Game 7, everybody.
Oh. Sable. Listen, y'all don't even know. No, listen. I'm interested and I'm sitting back because y'all know my stance when it comes to certain issues. And the first issues that we getting into, I'm interested to hear Marcus Sable for the first time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We've had extensive interviews. Listen, for the first time, I mean, I'm talking about like police reform, police issues, police brutality and stuff like that. We had whole issues of this already. And most people already, yeah, so that was like the earlier days of Game 7. And reason why I don't jump to do a lot of that even online is it becomes redundant, especially without change, right? So I'm just interested in it. That's why I'm sitting back today. I'm interested to see what y'all got to add to it. It is redundant. So, I mean, and this is my point, is how many times can you watch some shit happen without you? I've said it before, and I'm going to start it when y'all can go from here. Tupac once said, as a homeless man, if I ask you for $1 or some change or something nicely, and you deny me, I'm going to be cool first time. Second time, you walk past me, you deny me, I'm going to feel a certain kind of way. After a while of keep asking and you're starving, you're hungry, you see this person still spending money going in or whatever, at some point, human instinct kicks in and you robbing the fool. You have to. It's survival at that point. So that's what I kind of get at with this situation is how many times can you watch it play out before you stop marching, stop protesting, stop asking, stop hashtagging, stop begging. After that, this is why I say I'm interested to hear, I know Marcus couldn't wait to, I ain't gonna say couldn't wait like you anxious, but you know what I'm saying. This is one of the topics that I feel like you actually are passionate about. Very few of them, you know what I mean? Very few of them that's like, oh, Marcus is normally like real cut and dry with certain topics and stuff, and everything else is kind of leisure with us. So given all them things out there and everything that is up in the atmosphere, this is why I said I'm going to sit back. How many times can it happen? How many times can you hear this? How many times can you watch this murder porn and kids or black people, lieutenants and so on and so forth, get harassed this way before you stop asking? So I'm going to give y'all a Kaepernick. Right. Well, and it's not even, see, my thing is not even a convince a jury thing. My thing is the fact that all black people feel as though there is a high probability, even if it's right there, that it won't be a conviction or it'll be a light sentence. That's the part of it that has me fucked up about it constantly. Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah, no, I seen it. Yeah. How you feel about that statement? How do you feel about that statement? Okay, so this is why I shut the fuck up, because that statement is a undertone for what I've been saying, and I don't want to keep repeating it. While that is a simplistic or straightforward version of it, I've been saying for a long time, either we get away from it and stop relying on the system to give us justice, and we start taking it or separating, or same thing, like they don't get the picture until it starts happening to them. So when you have them situations, it's like you said, Dr. Martin Luther King, uh, Malcolm X, Kaepernick. You can keep going on, and the bottom line is, no matter how you protest or what you say or even see, see, you can physically see this murder porn. You can physically continue to see this all over the news. It's plastered everywhere. You can go on. You can't log on to Call of Duty or Netflix without seeing a black collection or something of that sort, like you said. But it's all undertone and underlined with no change. I went to the store today, and Texas lifted the mask mandate long ago. Most people, not all, but a good 95% of the people are still wearing masks. I consider that common sense and common courtesy, right? You get taught, and you get to even though the laws or legislation or your governor, your mayor, and so on and so forth say, hey, listen, y'all not, it's not mandatory for you to wear a mask. Most companies, most businesses, and most people just, hey, listen, I'm gonna still wear my mask. To me, it wasn't even about the mask. It was, damn, y'all can do this with mask, but you stop fucking with and harassing black folk. You can't change that. You can't have the decency, whether it was law or otherwise, or it's police or whatever, to sit back and have common courtesy for your fellow minority. And those are the things to me that have me frustrated, because it's either you don't care or you're pandering at this point. At this point, are you really looking for change, or are you just trying to save face for your product and your company? And that's why I get real frustrated about it. And I don't really like talking about it in the masses, because it's not just the companies. Let's keep it a buck. It's black folk, period. The running joke with years ago, I think maybe like 10 years ago with Boondocks, was Martin Luther King Boulevard on every corner in every city in every state is typically the most violent, right? Stay away from Martin Luther King Boulevard. So if you keep watching that, and you keep seeing that these are the leaders and these are the things that's going, and these are the martyrs and our heroes, but ain't shit changing. We still gonna go out here and we still gonna wild out and we still gonna kill each other and we still gonna sell drugs, we still gonna scam, we gonna still do all these things and we don't really give a fuck about it. There's no unity, there's no togetherness, whatever. You get to a point where you say, well, damn, how is this gonna happen? Why would I step up and put my life on the line and my name and my face, and you niggas is just going to keep going on business as usual, but point the finger at white companies for doing business as usual? So that's where all of this shit get frustrating to me. Everything else I can deal with, you know what I mean? I just don't understand how quickly you go back to buying Gucci, or how quickly you go back to acting like nothing happened, or how quickly you act like Black lives don't matter just because it's not a direct, frenzy over a life that is, young Black life that's taken. Nobody's talking Tamir Rice. Nobody's talking. Right. No, no. Right. 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 So so here so right. So let me break it down. So what I've said, for anybody that hasn't heard previous podcasts or my stance on it, and I'm sure there's people out there that's like, oh, fam, you stop talking about it and stuff like that, and I explain it. But the bottom line is, where I stand with it is the same place I stood with NFL, which is some shit that everybody I feel like can relate to. So as a football player, right, the bigger issue wasn't Kaepernick kneeling or what he was standing for. It wasn't disrespecting troops or the rest of it. It was owners saying, nah, nigga, and niggas fall in the line mentally, financially, feeling obligated, and that, you know what I mean? Let's keep it real. If Kaepernick kneeled and all the black players kneeled with him, they would have gotten paid still. Owners would have fell in line. Uh, Sponsorship would have fell in line. Or NFL would have had to completely go out of business because the niggas ain't playing no more, right? So, absolutely. Absolutely. So, right, 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 right. So you take that on a you take that on a metaphorical, or analogy stage. NFL shuts down if niggas don't if niggas sit back and force the issue. You don't have an NFL without black players. Owners could be mad, and the fact of the matter is, some of them owners might not have been. A lot of them didn't say anything, but I fully believe that a lot of white owners, white people, white GMs, white whatever, white trainers, all the way down to the white water boys or whatever, felt like we felt. But they're going to fall in line with either A, I'm not losing no money, or I really truly believe in that. Either way, it's no NFL without the players. I feel the same way about police reform or justice in as a whole. You don't have a FedEx. You don't have an Amazon without minorities, not just blacks. You don't have it. The customer, the consumer, the dollar, the worker, whatever. You don't have it. So if you're talking about reform or you're talking about change, yeah, it's cool to go out there and blow some shit up, throw Molotovs, loot, and so on and so forth. But the fact of the matter is the government is going to bail them the fuck out, and you're going to be back to work in a couple of weeks any motherfucking way and need employment. So the bigger thing for me is always, all right, hit them where it hurts. All right, so if we're constantly talking about police not doing their job, if we're constantly talking about government officials not doing their job, but we're constantly worried about the judicial system, judges, lawyers, whatever, DAs not doing their job, why are we relying on them? At some point, I fully believe the only way to really do it, it's been done before, separate. Watch the people that really give a fuck and the people that want to save face come with us. That's the only thing that I fully believe will work. If not, they're going to continue to hold power. They're going to continue to adjust. They're going to continue to pacify us with what I've said before. People think it's cool to look at Yeezy, LeBron, Jay-Z or whatever as like, oh, we made it with moguls. Diddy. Fact of the matter is LeBron has $1 billion. He's getting paid by somebody. This motherfucker Jerry Jones is out here spending $1 billion on a stadium and not blinking. It's no different than the old outhouses, and people don't really realize it. Yeah, we getting paid for it. You can't call it slavery per se, but if I can make $70 billion off of you and my companies and likeness of your image and everything, and you got to come work for me, and all you get out of it is $1 billion total, $1 billion. You get put in position. I'm not mad at the position. I don't want people to twist my words, but these motherfuckers can shell that shit out. What's that, Jeff Bezos? They can shell that shit out. So the money thing, we're playing catch up with. I don't care how people cut it. We playing catch up with. The economy is run by them. When do you break the cycle? When do you get out of the mental prison or the financial prison that says, I have to do this or I don't feed my family? Cryptocurrency was made overnight by geeks. It's clearly a phenomenon and probably where the economy was headed. Most people don't even carry cash unless you usher. Unless you usher, you ain't really carrying cash. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, though. Either way, I ain't seen cash in a long time. So it's already digital. Then you go to, it's card or whatever. So bottom line is like to think that the dollar is my end all be all as opposed to organizing and figuring some shit out and getting some of these people that really believe the same shit that we believe and shutting out not just the bad apples, but changing the narrative. You gonna keep falling in line because all it's gonna take is for them to give us a conviction from this and people gonna say, oh, all is well in the world. Am I lying? We get a conviction on this. What we know is automatically a conviction. It's a conviction. It's not a victory. But right, right, right. Pacifying. Yep. Pacifying. But you know the problem though. But you know the problem though. No, you know why we don't do it though. You know why we don't do it though, right? It's because niggas is I've said it before. Niggas, let's keep it a buck. Like niggas, the reason why nobody left the NFL or kneeled when Kaepernick did it was because I don't want to give up my position. I'm making money. I don't want to go back to or feel as though I'm losing. So what happens is instead of sitting back playing the game, instead of sitting back and saying, yo, it's a bigger picture for my kids, the future, and so on and so forth, it's a bigger thing, and I'm going to be all right, we sit back and say, shit, I'm not giving up that status. We're too concerned with shitting on each other and competing with each other. That's what I'm saying. We don't have it. But I'm saying that's the reason why. That's why Kanye is so ridiculed. I know people love him and hate him or whatever, but Kanye is so ridiculed because for all the great things that Kanye says and does and points that he makes, he is known for saying and being one of them guys that's like, oh, I want to be Johnny Versace, or Johnny Versace won't talk to me, or this person won't talk to me, or that, Ralph Lauren or whatever. And he wants to be accepted by that. He wants to be on that status. And that's the thing, the bigger thing that most of these guys is, can I buy Cristal? Can I buy Gucci? Do you not see this Bugatti that I'm driving? So in order for them to sit back and get in line with a Kaepernick who got blackballed, they sat back and said, shit, I got to get that up. And it's less about feeding the family. I know I've seen athletes that say, oh, I don't have a check, or I don't. It's less about feeding your family because, again, this is why I said, it's a mental prison because cryptocurrency is a thriving thing. Can anybody here actually tell me? Matter of fact, NFTs is a thriving thing right now. Can anybody tell me who thought of it and why it's so valuable? Shit, streams is valuable. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have a certain currency. And all I'm saying is the dollar is mental and you want it and you want a status. And in order for you to give that life up, it requires you to do some shit that's uncomfortable to you. And it would stop you from being in that position. And people don't realize we would have unity and shit, we'd be all right. If we stuck together, we would be all right. And that's my issue. And that's why I shut the fuck up most of the time, is because it is absolutely a mental prison. What you're saying is absolutely right. We get a little bit and people think, oh, we can vote. Fam, I was born to vote. Who the fuck are you to tell me I was able to vote? Why the fuck I need your paper? You didn't need it. What kind of retardation is that? To sit back and say, well, shit, they said I can carry a gun now. Nigga, I was born, nigga, you can't tell me. And that's why I get frustrated. It's like, oh, they said I could go into and I could do this and I don't got to wear a mask. Like, nigga, it's mental. You're born with the exact same rights and exact same freedom as the next motherfucker, regardless of the color. But you feel you have to fall in line with the bullshit because it is law. They tell you. No, I know. I know. Right. 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 And but the thing about it is, but the But the thing about it is, why the fuck? This is why I said about protesting. What the fuck do I look like waking up in the morning and standing outside asking you, please treat me the same? Please treat me the same. Bitch, fuck you. At all. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that. I'm human, nigga. You bleed like I bleed. Exactly. Exactly. We all out of pussy. Mm. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. But that's but see, and that's my thing is that's why I said I didn't really want to. No, I know. No, I know. No, I know. No, I know. No, I agree. Oh, mixed ass. Oh, mixed ass. Yeah. 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 No, you're right. Listen, and I get you. And I get you. Yeah. Right. Right. No, but see, believe no, listen. But my point is not that my point is not getting mad though, Marcus. My point is exactly what I'm saying. They're going to fall in line, but how much is up to us. So I absolutely am not. I'm never mad at Netflix. I'm never mad at Call of Duty. I'm never mad at Nordstrom. I'm never mad at Target. But the fact of the matter is, if at some point we sit back and say, "Shit, we not doing that," them owners is gonna fall in line. They're gonna fall in line though, business or otherwise. Well, his listen, but Sable, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I didn't want to do this pod, man. Y'all seen the meme that I did, and I wholeheartedly feel this way. The meme said the biggest mistake we made was not making an example out of George Zimmerman. I fucking I 100. Listen, and this is my thing. This is why. Yeah, and this is why George. What's it? Kumo. This is why his statement is so big is because as a father, I'm not waiting for fucking justice. I promise you, you cannot fucking contain me That Peppermint movie and everything else, you cannot contain me. I swear to God on my life, dog. I swear to God, and this is why I be so quiet about this shit. Because at the end of the day, if I ever watched a video of some dude sitting back and harassing my kid walking on the street, let alone kill him, everybody in my way gotta die until I'm dead. And I may not get to you. I may not get to you. Somebody gonna pay though. I swear to God on my life, dog. Anybody next to me, and I hear you, but George Zimmerman walking around signing Skittles, doing interviews, walking free, and we didn't make, I don't give a fuck. All the niggas that's out here killing niggas and shooting motherfuckers in clubs, fam, y'all didn't do nothing. I guarantee you can't do that to my kid. I swear to God on my life, whatever, I swear to God you can't do that to my kid. But we dream of Wakanda. I'm just saying. Let me, but listen, but let me back up though. Hold on. Let me back up for a second, y'all. Hold on. But listen, let me back up. You know why? But listen, hold on. But here's my thing. But here's my thing, right? You know why? You know why niggas tell you even from birth as a kid, as young, and we know this subconsciously, everything else, to avoid the police at all costs? Because they'll kill you. Am I right? Them niggas will kill you. This is why I'm pissed, fam. Kill these niggas, and then eventually they gonna say, probably don't fuck with them. This is my point. And I understand that it's not, I understand that most people don't agree with that, but no. His parents got him killed. His parents got him killed. He was in the streets, 2 in the morning. You talking about 13-year-old? Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. And fam, listen. Fam, listen. They have, let me tell you, they taught us, they Fuck the system. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. But but it's not. Listen, I'm not talking cops though. Listen, let me be clear. Let me be clear. I'm not talking about killing police per se. What I am saying is, at some point, they found it okay to say, "Hey, listen, this nigga got a fitted cap on. He got a hoodie on. He's black. He's in the wrong neighborhood. He's running." And we sit back and say, "Hey," instead of saying, "Shit, shoot them first or shoot back," we say, "Son, be careful when you out there. Don't wear a hoodie. Hey, son, be careful when you walk in this neighborhood. Hey, son, please have your registration, so on and so forth." And we create a healthy fucking fear of the police. And in reality, that fear is what's imprisoning us. As opposed to saying, "Shit, I wish you would run up on us and you know what's going to happen." We've yet to do that. We have yet to sit back and say, "Try me. Try me." And then, right. But it's a, right. But this is why I'm talking about unity and stuff, because they continue to go and we sit back and say, "Shit, hey, yeah." And we watched. I know. Right. So listen, and what I'm saying is, where's our example? Where's our example to them? Somebody give me one. Where's our example? If you do this, yeah, our example of, if you do this to us, this is what we do to you. Exactly. Sorry, not sorry. Right. And this is why I shut up. Oh, I agree. No, I agree. I agree. No, I get it. And or die senselessly, or die with. Right. Okay, so, but we do though. Listen. Hold on. We're still talking money though. It doesn't matter. If you shut the system down, listen, you know why it don't matter? No. That's why I brought up cryptocurrency. It doesn't. Somebody woke up someday. No, it doesn't. Somebody woke up one day and decided to make crypto. Somebody woke up one day Somebody woke up one day and decided to right off of the dollar, my G. What is the dollar? So get rid of the dollar. Right. Okay, so stop. This is what I'm saying. Right. And the value of it is in what? It's mental. It's a fucking piece of paper. It's a dollar. The U.S. currency. Listen to what I'm saying. So U.S. currency. It's U.S. currency. U.S. currency controlled by the U.S. Treasury. If I do not no longer identify with U.S. law, U.S. Constitution, U.S. Treasury, so your money means nothing. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's happened before. Civil War, everything else. What I'm saying is it's a mental prison, and the money of it all, NFL, NBA, whatever, it is U.S., United States. Legislative, laws, everything else. All my point and the reason why I get so heated about this shit is the money still follows what we're following. If I have to give up the money, if I got to pay my bills, and I'm saying take the shit. Take some land. Go somewhere. It's not gonna be easy, but every war, every civil war, everything that has ever happened, every revolution comes with bloodshed. Fuck the dollar. The dollar is what's controlling us. We're never gonna get the dollar. Listen, we're never gonna get the dollar Jeff Bezos get. We're never getting that. And if we do, Jeff Bezos got a bunch of that. And we're never gonna get the dollar that them other niggas got. If we do, they're gonna get more of that. I'll use this analogy. It's a pinball machine, right? US is a pinball machine. They've dictated the rules. They control the CPU that's in the machine. They control the highest score. They're all on the board. They control the rules. They made the rules. How many times do you put your money and your time in it to beat the highest score only for them to say, nah, you didn't do it? How many times do you keep investing your money and your time into this machine only to never get up on that board? And they had a trillion-year head start. We're so controlled by the U.S. dollar and the U.S. currency and the rules that say, yes, if I don't do this, I can't pay my bills. And I'm saying at some point, right, so but if you leave, that's gone. That's my point. What do you mean? We take it. Listen, we take. Fuck it. Fam, listen. In the U.S., the dollar is the U.S. This is my point. Fam, listen, let me explain something. If we was to say, okay, listen, right. Organization. All right. Okay, so listen, who's the one that's growing the crops? The average person. Who's the one that's sitting back laboring, driving the trucks? The average person. Who's the one sitting back building the shit? The average person. What I'm saying is at the end of the day, same as the NFL, that's why I use the NFL as an analogy. At the end of the day, they don't have shit without us. But at the bigger scheme of things is, hey, listen, civil rights, what was the Confederate versus whatever war, whatever, Confederate war, Civil War, right? It was divided, right? It was fucking divided. You knew if you went west or north or whatever, you was free or you wasn't, and he was gonna fight. What I'm saying is at some point, we gotta get back to that. At some point, you gotta say, hey, listen, we gonna take this. This is my house, this is my land. If you come here, if you ain't with us, fuck it. It's just gonna have to happen that way. And either people are gonna fall in line or they're not. Because at the end of the day, Jeff Bezos can't afford it. He maybe you should say can't afford, but if that US dollar goes to shit and the value drops, it just is what it is. I don't give a fuck about it. That's on him. If he can't spend $1 again, I don't fucking care. I don't care what I care for, what I care. But if I can build a house, if I can build a house, if I can farm, if I can do all of these things, if I can do all of them, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Unity. We all listen. We all agree with unity. It has to be a collective thing. Otherwise, it's gonna keep going. But to be slave to the dollar, and by the dollar I mean the U. It's all the same thing, y'all. Y'all listen to what I'm saying. It's all the same thing. Listen, can you tell me right now, and let's keep it a buck. You think Jeff Bezos or the top earners got a vault full of dollars? No. All right, exactly. So if they got a vault full of dollars, exactly. Right, and this is my point. So their currency and the value of the stock market and everything else, the value of the dollar and everything else is based on, regardless of how you want to, whatever, the value of the US dollar is based on trade. Africa and everywhere else. It's based on trade, gold and everything else. My point is Jeff Bezos ain't coming out of his crib if all the Amazon workers stop working today and say, fuck you, nigga, we ain't doing it. His dollar means nothing. His company can still fucking run. And yeah, it's going to be a couple of them that's like, Jeff Bezos, I'm with you. We see it in every movie ever. Every movie ever, Hunger Games and so on and so forth. It only takes a fucking spark. It only takes a motherfucker to sit back and say, yo, fuck that. We ain't doing that no more, for the whole shit to collapse. And when it collapses, the dollar means nothing. Yeah, we might come up with a different currency, but the U.S. is run. Matter of fact, my point about the dollar in the vault is y'all can't tell me that it's trillion. What's the US say? We $1 trillion debt. You can't trace $1 trillion debt. These motherfuckers are gonna find money everywhere. So as long as they tell you that, that's the value of it. As long as the US keeps saying, hey, listen, this law, that's what it is. If they keep telling you we $1 trillion debt or we're the best country ever and so on and so forth, you're gonna believe that. Who the fuck is researching it? Who the fuck is following it? What I do know is this shit is built on us. That's all I know. Jeff Bezos ain't coming down to Amazon factory to say, hey, y'all get to work, and the niggas be like, oh, yo, he here, we gonna work. Nigga, I'll beat your ass. Right, but at some point, he has U.S. currency. Okay, listen. Okay, listen. Y'all forget the barter system. Why can't you? If you come, listen, okay, watch this. If I have a farmer on my team, matter of fact, let's just talk for a second, right? Keep it real. Y'all know it started with the barter system, right? Right. We all know this shit started with a barter system, right? Y'all know it. Okay. Right. And it took a village. And it took a village. Right. Okay, so listen. So what you saying? Right. So who's running the water and water? Who's running the water and water? Beginning and oh my God. Okay, listen. Okay, so listen, stop. Can y'all listen? All right, listen. Watch. All right, watch this. What? No. Right. So watch this. There's an owner. Yes, it does. There's an owner. He's fat, white, sloppy. He calls the shots. He has a board of other fat, sloppy, white, degenerate motherfuckers. But the workers are the ones that know how and control the shit. What I'm saying is, at some point, hey, you need something? I know how to drive a fucking truck. I know how to fix some shit. I'm with you. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive this truck. I'm going to fix it. Hey, listen, Santana, you know how to build. Guess what? I'm going to need you to build this for me, dog. Hey, listen, I'm the shooter. I can shoot. I can provide security. I wish they fucking would. I got you. To think that slave shit, slave mentality. No, listen. We control it. We cut it down. We supply it. We grow it. We do that. They don't do that. But we still do it. They don't do it. We got it. We're the army. We're everything. You didn't just see these motherfuckers. We're that. We are that. We are. You think rich white motherfuckers is in the army serving, going to war in Afghanistan? They're not. The minority is. We're the niggas with the shit. And that's all I'm saying is unity. At the end of the day, we're the ones that do it. Unity. That's all I'm saying. Fam, listen. It's not leaving, fam. They don't run shit without us, man. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm really not here. Are you asking me? Are you asking me? Oh. Cause we still talking money, and I keep saying fuck you as currency, but we still talking money for some reason. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Still talking money. Time is money. You right. Listen, you right. You right. Black businesses still play the white man. They still pay the white man. Black businesses still pay the white man. Black businesses still pay the white man. You do. That's what I'm saying. Black businesses, man, y'all killing me here. We're still talking. Everything goes back to money. Can we agree with that? So, why? That's no. Right, but the barter system, listen, says, hey, Sable, listen, you good at doing hair? My daughter needs her hair done. Listen, what you need? You need plumbing? You need this? We're a village. Everybody straight. Right, but at the same time, what it means is if you don't do some shit, right, but it means if you don't do some shit, if you don't hold your weight within the village, you don't get shit. If you are just sitting there and you don't have a talent, you don't get shit. What do you have to barter with it? Oh my God. Yes, we do. We do. We do. They're not doing this shit. I promise you they not working. I promise you they sitting at home, sitting back tweeting. We're doing the work. You know, within my circle, I got a whole carpenter. I got a whole hairdresser. I got a whole fam. I promise you we're the ones doing the work. I promise you we are. Enough. I promise you. I promise you. That's not for free. The promise of the... I'm out of here, man. We keep going back to money. All right, listen. Next subject. Yes, listen. I'm out of here. This is why I didn't want to come on here. So you think they gonna launch missiles on themselves and everything? Come on, bro. Come on. You think they pushing the button? Hold on. You think they gonna walk down? You think they pushing the button? Stop it, Santana. You think they walking down pushing the button? Okay, so where they gonna get their money after that? Oh my God, fam, by a listen, by a white man with fam. So listen, so stop. So listen. So you think there's somebody of high power walking into a facility in which he hired 30 to 100 motherfuckers and pushing a button himself and getting through them? All right, listen. All right. Listen, you know what? Listen, y'all got it. I give up. Y'all got it. What we got? We got it. Y'all got it, man. Gee, Sean, I don't even... Who, though? Who fucked us over, though? So you don't think that's psychological warfare? You don't think that's psychological warfare? I swear to God, I'm gonna break this shit, G. You don't think that's psychological warfare? Oh, it's on TV. Oh, it's on TV. Fam, that was one white dude. Fam. So again, you telling me we can't build bombs and walk in a building and blow them up too? It's psychological warfare. It take one mother. Santana, listen, let me ask you a question. No. Listen, I'm going to tie it into Santana. You think, as somebody that says why we can't make movies where niggas is cowboys and niggas is astronauts and niggas is superheroes and why we always got to be slaves, you think it's okay to say niggas can't make bombs or niggas ain't smart enough to launch rockets? Fam, it's wild as hell to hear that. Fam, I am. But this is my point. I was in the service. You know who was in the Sean, guess who was in the service? You're right. So let me tell you who was to the left and the right to me. The have-nots. Fam, the have and the have-nots. The have-nots was next to me in the war. The have-nots was lining up next to me. You know who ran it? Who called the shots? The motherfuckers that had. And that's my point. If the haves send a threat down to say wipe out the have-nots, and the have-nots go ahead and say, well, he said do it, that's not unity. We got the guns. They don't have the guns. They may have funded the shit. Fam, we got them. We have them. We're the niggas dying in wars. We the niggas that dying and doing the labor. We're the niggas driving the truck. I'm out of here, man. Listen, y'all take over, man. Y'all take over. Oh, my God. I ain't gone. But fam, who's holding the guns? Who's running Kroger? Who's fielding and mining and doing the labor? Who's doing the who's running the plays? Who's doing this? Who's doing it? Listen, I'm asking a serious question. Who's doing it? You know what? I am, because we seen this movie. There's a guy that's sitting back with 30 fucking big swole ass security guards around him calling shots, and none of the security guards think for a second, I'm not losing my life over this nigga. I'm gonna kill this nigga, take his money and his throne. Y'all are. And we agree that it's unity. It takes a whole village, is my point. It takes unity. It doesn't. It takes collective. It takes a collective. It takes a collective. I'm saying hit a switch. Hey, we together or we not? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. Hey, did y'all see that thing with Kevin Samuels? That was cool. I'm letting y'all talk. Y'all wanted to talk. Y'all wanted to talk. Go ahead, talk. Finish your damn statement. Come here. Come here. Hey, you did it. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here. Good job. Oh. Go get mama. Close the door. Close the door. Thank you. Close it. Thank you. Santana say, mm. Or a nigga shooting a shot. Get off where you mad at. mm, mm, mm. Or broke niggas. Broke niggas. Right, but I mean, realistically, listen, it can't win. Broke niggas or rich niggas is. But even the men with value and that shit still boils down to being able to provide. Let's keep it a buck as black men. That's what he touched on. At the end of the day, even if you are a man of morals, even if you are a man with substance, even if you're a man that cares, it does not matter. You can want to be there for your family all day. Can you provide? If you cannot provide as a black man in America, you ain't shit. Exactly. I remember that. Yep. 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 You can love. You can care. Yes. You got to. Yes. What do you mean? Most black men, a lot of black men grow up without their fathers. Listen, healing or not, what I'm saying is you can be white, and he said that. He said I think Joe Budden or one of them said that. They had that experiment that says white men are never gonna pick, if they can go back to any time or whatever, pick being black. Even if they could jump higher and so on and so forth. Most white men are never gonna substitute with black men. Like Marcus said. The phrase he used was a black man has to be a superhero. I understand the black woman standpoint. I understand the white woman standpoint. But the fact of the matter is, and we've had this conversation before, even outside of it, white women use black men for experimental reasons or venturing out or whatever, and they feel how they feel about us. We had this conversation, I remember, because me and Marcus had that exchange or whatever. As a black man, you wake up every day feeling as though you have to put on a cape and you have to save the motherfucking world. Whereas white man, any other black man, he made a valid point. We're the only race whose women talk to us the way that they do. He made a valid fucking point. I never thought about it. Indian women, Chinese women, white women, so on and so forth, tend to, yep, he said, man comes home. Listen, and I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I never, ever thought about it until he said it. But the fact of the matter is, as a black man, and I say this about, I said that I'm on record saying running and everything else. I literally work out with the pain and the frustration of knowing what I have to mold myself into every day. I see things that I'm certain, 100% certain that most men do not see, most other races don't see when they run it. I see gazebos where Tamir Rice was shot. I see ponds where motherfucker was thrown into. I see trees where niggas was hung from or whatever. I see police. I see neighbors that look at me sideways. I literally cannot work out, leave my house without thinking, do I have my ID? Do I look suspect? Do I look crazy? And to get home and be greeted with bullshit, more pain, hostility, more nigga, you ain't did this, or more bills, it's crazy. It never ends. And I don't think a lot of people, specifically women, understand the trauma that goes into it. I'm not discrediting women's trauma in the upbringing, but the black man, I hate to say it, but if I don't do certain things, I'm a deadbeat. If I don't move a certain way, I ain't shit. If I don't get and earn certain shit, I ain't shit. And outside of the woman, that's society. Why am I listening to you? Why do I respect you? Why are you in this neighborhood? Why are you driving this car? Look at what you driving. Why are you dressed like that? You shouldn't be in the same aisle as me. You don't deserve to be on the same field as me. It's a lot of things that go into them things. It's like he said, you got to be a superhero. And I never once thought about the fact that Indians and other cultures are like Muslims and so on and so forth. Like, hey, listen, watch your mouth. And they literally do that. They literally are like, hey, don't talk when another man is. They're literally like other societies are literally like, hey, listen, I know, but at any level though, and that's the thing about it, is at any level. But for us, and I swear, like I said, I'm gonna leave it at this. I never thought about it until you said. I said, damn, Most of them women are very submissive and play the role of, regardless of status, shut the fuck up and let him lead. We're the only race that's like, shit, you right, or I'ma listen. If right, 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 right. Yeah, I never thought of it. Till he said it, I literally never thought about it, man, and it fucked me up a little bit. Me either. Never, not once. Yeah, no, not at all. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. Or love you. Or love you. And that's the big thing is love you. Right. 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 Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, no. No, no, listen. And like I said, like I said, I watched it and like most people, it was certain things that he said I didn't get along with the songs that go on and women can say what they want, no scrubs and songs. Valid points, but the biggest thing that I took away from it was why can't I have or why can't I do this or why can't I take days off? But he said it. He boiled down to what I felt all my life. I have to be a superhero and I have to put on a cape. And if I make any wrong moves, my past is always brought up. It's it's always discussed, and my past is always going to follow me, and so on and so forth. And I laughed because I said the same shit about like Sierras and so on and so forth. Who you dated, what you do, and the change you make, it's fine, it's cool. In other races and other, you're redeemed, you're cool. As a black man, even in the media and trials and everything related to you, your past is the most important thing ever. The one time you didn't. And the one time you did is going to be brought up. And if you don't wear that cape and walk that narrow path, prime example was Obama. He could not have, and we all agree that he could not have done half of, let alone a third or whatever, of what Trump did and other candidates did. You have to walk a certain kind of line. And even then, they view you as mediocre. They're still going to ridicule you. As a black man in America, I don't think people understand what it's like to wake up every day and handle responsibilities of being a father, a brother, a man, or whatever. When I leave the house and I literally have to check, do I have my ID? Is it up to date? Am I cool? Am I wearing the wrong hoodie? What neighborhood am I going in? Are the police going to pull me over? Do I belong in this neighborhood? Should I stop at this store? Is this stop that I make here going to be the end of me? Am I running this way? Should I walk? And it's like to do all that and come home to you ain't shit or no, seriously. And I know you laughing because you agree. I know you agreeing because you laughing, but it's like I need people to understand what I'm saying. To hear that and to do all of that on a day-to-day basis where I literally have to think, fam, did I pay this? Is a warrant in my name somehow, some way? Am I in the wrong neighborhood? Is this a traffic stop? Is my license up to date? Like you think about these things subconsciously, consciously, and everything else only for you to tell me and give me the vibe that I ain't shit and I don't deserve your loving, fam, fuck you. So this cape, and it's like this cape, I hate to say it, I know, and again, I'm not one for the pity parties, so I want people to understand this shit fully. I'm not one of them niggas that's like boo-hoo for me. Nigga, I get it. But that's a fact. And again, I've been on here killing Kevin Samuels just like everybody else. He showed me some shit and taught me some shit in there that's like, I shouldn't have to deal with you looking at me like, nigga, you ain't. And it's like, fam, do you know what I faced every day? Do you know how they looking at me? Do you know how I view my job? My job. I'm on record saying, as a nigga that drove trucks, to see other truck drivers in the past year, Santana, you can relate. In the past year, that's like, fam, I'm in uniform and I'm pulling up to your crib. You calling the police and you ridiculing me and you harassing me. I'm in the military. I've served this country, and you gonna pepper spray me? You gonna pull me over? You gonna tell me? It's like it does exactly. It does not matter, and people don't understand it. It does not matter what position I hold. I'm a nigga at the end of the day. The last thing that I need, I'm sorry, not sorry, take it for this. The last thing that I need is my woman looking at me like, nigga, you ain't shit. I'm happy to kick my fucking feet up. Right, right. Well, Kevin Samuel said, Kevin Samuel said in there, he was like, it's being taught that black men don't want stable relationships, so on and so forth, and that's the furthest from the truth. What we want is, what is it? I want to say compliance or something, but y'all know the word he used. Uh, cooperation, cooperation. Yeah, no, listen, and you know what? And I saw it, and I said the same thing because it goes back to your original question, Marcus, which was posed on his shit was, are black women for us? Listen, man, I'm not here to tell you what race is or isn't or whatever for you as a black man or who does what, because it's always, like he said, an exception to certain shit. But if we having an honest conversation, um, I said it before, black men are gonna go to who supports and is there for them. Sorry, not sorry, but it doesn't matter the race or whatever. At the end of the day, what we're looking for at the end of the day is who is not stressing me at home. If you're gonna listen, peace. I know. No, exactly. That's it. We all watched the same podcast. Exactly. We all watched the same podcast, which was the couples dating one of I Am Athlete. And it boiled down to a lot of different topics. And I agree with some of what the women said. And a lot of what the men's consensus was I need some time and some peace. This is the face that I gotta put on when I go on society. This is the act that I gotta put on to provide. This is the life that I'm providing for you. And no, I don't think that the money is gonna be enough, but please don't stress me more. That's it. And it's really and it sucks, but really if black men really had a slogan, it really would just be my peace. It really would. That's it. That's it. Support and be my peace. That's it. That's it. Just be my peace. Nah, fuck that. Why you want him back? Why you want him around? If he ain't shit, yes, Sable. Yes, Sable. Well, we conditioned to. He said we conditioned to. He said we conditioned to. Well, listen, let me tell you where we go. Nah, shut up. Sable. You know where we go to though, Sable? No, 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 no. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you where we go to. If in our household the woman is hostile, we don't have an escape. And then the alternative to that is we do say something, and then she calling the police, and we know how we feel about psychologically with the police and confrontation. If we don't deal with the police and so on and so forth, we got to deal with. But listen, sometimes, and Kevin Samuel said it. Listen, no, no, no. Kevin Samuel, listen, Kevin Samuel said it. Listen, Kevin Samuel said it. Regardless of how they paint us, let's keep it a buck. Most, if not a lot of black men do attempt to do the family thing, take care of the family. We raise and, we're taught to shut the fuck up. We take care of responsibility. He alluded to the fact that, again, y'all remember, he said like back in the day, grandma and dude had a family down the street, so when we talk not to talk about it, right? What it comes down to is everybody playing a role, but the black man still knows if I don't do X, Y, and Z, these are the repercussions. You can say what you want to as far as finding happiness or stepping out or being, whatever what you said, it's like leaving or whatever. But most times, give a nigga credit. I'm still trying to take care of my family. I'm still trying to take care of the situation. I'm still trying to do them things, right? And the alternative to that is what? You put me in a system. You put me on child support. You deem me deadbeat. You talk about me. You ridicule me. Any attention that is brought to me shoots down that cape that I'm supposed to have on. You tearing that shit up. Let's just keep it a buck for a minute. Anything that I do, any blemish that I have, whether it's you or anybody else, is means for the media or anybody else to say, hey, yeah, shit we seen in the basketball or boxing or some shit. Remember that shit Santana, the boy said, hey, both are fighting child support cases or whatever outside. And it's like, nigga, that has nothing to do with boxing. Nothing. Why are you even bringing this up? Right, but can we come? But listen, what I'm saying is, can we be honest? Like, and this is probably the last thing that I'm saying because I mean, but women have a different set of rules and luxuries that men just don't have, and this is kind of to that little meme that y'all tagged the 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 conversation of my man stepping up and buying groceries and so on and so forth. Uh, Men don't typically. Right, but what I'm saying, right, I hear you, but no kids and so on and so forth. I mean, if you don't have kids, that's a different story. But men, and we talking about black men. Let's keep it a buck. We talking about black men. Black men tend to not have the luxury of the same things that everybody else is afforded. Once you start to run into that realm of he say, she say, or her word, or gossip, and so on and so forth, it just is what it is. Whereas a woman can sit back and say, shit, I'm out here living my best life, hot girl, summer, so on and so forth. Cool. Black men, we don't have and run that luxury. You ain't shit. You for the streets. You toxic. Whatever the case is, once you start running that realm, it's highly known that women that decide to do certain shit, it's because of a man. It's never because of her behavior. Women are forced to do things because of men's behavior. Men are never forced to do things because of women's behavior. Let's just keep it a buck. If a man in a relationship does not work, it's on a man. If a woman decides that she's lesbian, if she decides she want to experiment, if decides she wants to go on vacation, she want to get a groove back, whatever you want to tout it, a demon as, it's because men ain't shit. And typically for black women, straight off the bat, it's because black men ain't shit. If she decides that, hey, and you see it all the time, I'm going to white men now, I'm done with it, and so on and so forth. Niggas is like, oh yeah, because niggas ain't shit. If a black dude say shit, I'm fucking with white girls, nigga, you wasn't shit to begin. We ain't want you. We ain't want you. You can't deal with black women. It's just how it is. Ah. Shit. Can a black man say that about her? This bitch ain't shit. Can a black man say this bitch ain't shit? We just want to be loved. That's it. That's it. But we're saying it. Listen, every nigga and every ass. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the. Not according to his numbers, but listen, I hear you. We had 2.5 hours of shit, but no, I get you. I get you. And listen, I don't know who friend Jamaria is, but she seemed to have a lot to say, man. She might have to be on this women's podcast because who's who, yes, Sable is holding. Sable is holding. Yeah, so, but aside from that, like I said, we could talk all day, man. If anybody got any closing statements or whatever. The bottom line is, I feel like every black man is saying, black man, again, we know niggas exist. We know this. We know ain't shit niggas exist. We know there's levels to this shit and whatever. But black men are saying the same thing across the board. Love me. Love me. Be my peace. Please. Please. Please, Sean, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but nobody wants sympathy. If anything, if you watch the podcast, what I came away from was, at the end of the day, most black men sit back and say, I can't afford to take no handouts. I can't afford to take no welfare. I can't afford to take food stamps. I can't afford to get assistance. I can't afford to ask for help. If I do, I ain't shit. I got to put this cape on every motherfucking day and act like ain't shit wrong. And I ain't never ran into a problem that I cannot fucking fix. And I got to be better than the fucking competition. And all of that for you to tell me I'm a ain't shit nigga or treat me as if I'm just the average motherfucking Joe when I ain't fucked up. Fuck you, suck a dick, eat a, listen, we gonna have this podcast. I don't care. I'm off a little bit of juice right now. Fuck you if you don't like it. It is what it is, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Man, listen, ain't no sympathy. Oh, play a little violin. Ain't no violin. The reality is it is hard out here for a pimp. Oh my God. It is hard. Oh. Well, listen. So listen. Here's the problem. And I'm absolutely done. I'm absolutely done. Y'all can give y'all closing statements. But the bottom line is, I'm done. All we saying is, it's wild that we can't voice our vulnerabilities or say that, hey, listen, love us, be our peace without somebody saying, oh, you want a fucking cookie? You want a cookie? You soft nigga? I know, and that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, Jamaria, holla at Sable. Oh my God. Yeah, listen, I'm out of here. Yo, Sable face. Sable. Listen, I'm out of here. Listen, I'm out. I appreciate y'all. Great goddamn podcast. Jamiria Jamiria, I don't know who invited you or who friends list you on, but inbox Sable. Put together that podcast, especially after the conversation we just had. Marcus, Mike, Sable. Wow. Love thy black man. Man.